The universe is giving me reasons to do this today. I just saw a video of somebody saying, "Oh, if you would shoot somebody who steals your dog, it means you value your dog's life over that person." And I don't see it that way. Like that argument to me feels very false, very ingenuous because no, it doesn't mean I value that person's life over my dog. Granted, I don't have a gun, so I couldn't shoot anyone, but that's just me. If somebody tried to steal my cats, yes, I would stop them. And yes, I would probably hurt them. I don't know if I'd be able to kill them personally, but I'd probably get pretty close. But it's not because I value a cat's life over a human life. It's because, and a lot of people who say this argument, I don't think realize this. You're saying your dog, as in your pet, somebody you've probably had, if not for like a few days or a few weeks or a few months, quite a few years. Like, you've seen my cats in the background milling about, causing havoc, getting in front of the camera, me showing them off, that sort of thing. And I had one before I started doing TikTok that was about 21 years old, and I knew that cat since my sophomore year of college. So, 21 years, a full young adult life. Like, this cat could drink legally, okay, before he died. And for a cat, that's a long ass time. If somebody, while he was alive, tried to steal him, yeah, I would probably kick their ass. Not because I value the cat's life over human life, but because that cat is family. I have raised and known that cat for its entire life. Same with these two. I've known them since they were kittens. And they have been with me through a lot. Like, all three of those cats I mentioned were with me from my mother's death, my father's death, my divorce, hell, my wedding for the 21-year-old. But for my father and my divorce, these two have been with me. Black Stripes is leaning on me right now, being a love bug as we speak. And if somebody tried to take him, they would not be in a very good shape. Not Stripes, the person. But it's not because I value a cat's life over a human's life. No, it's because this cat is fucking family. It's my pet. I raise it. I take care of it. I take care of it when it's sick. I clean its litter box. I feed it every day. I pet it. I snuggle with it every day. It's my companion. It's my friend. And I know, like, these people are thinking, well, it's just an animal. Animals do have emotions. That's been scientifically proven. Fucking hell. But how do you know this person wouldn't do the same thing for another human relative? If you tried to kidnap, say, their brother, they'd probably do the same fucking thing. If if you're gonna say something like, "Oh, if you would shoot a person for kidnapping your dog, no, shut up. You clearly don't like animals. That's what I'm saying. You clearly do not value animals at all. You do not value life at all if you are saying something like that. Because, and by the way, I am not a vegan. I am not a tree hugger in that sense. I don't eat meat for ethical reasons. Is not a thing you would say about me. I do eat meat. I wish there was a more ethical way of doing it, but my dietary needs say I need to eat meat. But I'm sorry, if you are saying something like, if you would do, no, you're just as bad as the militant vegans people complain about. Because it's not, I value an animal's life over a human's. It's, I value my companion's life over a stranger's. That's a little different because that could mean it for human or animal. Hell, if you took one of my stuffed animals, I would probably beat the crap out of you because I value that stuffed animal over the stranger who's stealing my shit. I'm sorry. Because most of my stuffed animals I either have for sentimental or nerd reasons, or I've had for like years. Like, let me see if I can find him without making a giant ass mess, which is probably not going to be possible. Yes, I am actually a little annoyed by this because it does feel like a fallacious argument. Yes, I was eating popcorn. I'm allowed to eat popcorn. Here he is. This is Blackie. I named him when I was 10. I've had him since I was 10. He was a gift around Halloween from my grandmother, who obviously isn't with us anymore. I'm 41 years old. My grandma ain't around anymore. This is Blackie. He has been with me since I was 10. He used to have a bell, but his neck kept ripping. In fact, it's ripping a little bit now. I may have to re-sew that. So we stopped putting the bell on him because we didn't want the neck to keep ripping. Yeah, he's just a simple Halloween decoration. Tail doesn't stand up anymore, but he's in the permanent Halloween pose. But he's gone with me on so many trips. So many. He's moved with me multiple times. If somebody were to steal this from me, they would not be in good shape, because this thing, this is like a piece of my childhood that I've been able to hold on to and intend to hold on to until the day I die. At which point, I will pass it on to the youngest child in the family. That is my plan. For two reasons. One, I don't believe in burying your valuables with yourself, because that seems like a waste. Let someone else enjoy it. You're dead. You're not going to be enjoying it. And if there is an afterlife, it ain't going with you. And two, I want this little creature to continue to be loved for as long as possible. Even though he's not alive, he's still my buddy. He's still my friend. Just like with my cats. The Stripes got annoyed with me, so he walked off. That's why I looked back there. But to say that you don't value human life because you would protect something not human over a stranger trying to harm you via removing the pet or object from you is ridiculous. That is so fallacious. That is so bullshit that it actually pisses me off. And it makes me think you don't value any life or anyone's thing. I've seen Am I the Asshole stories where people have actually destroyed objects that were comfort objects to other people because they just didn't like them. When you give that argument, you make me think that you are that kind of person that would do that with no remorse. And, even my ex understood that this was valuable to me, that this was important to me. And same with my cats. And even he understood that. That's why he didn't take them in the divorce. They're my cats. They're my pets. And it bothers me that somebody would make that argument as if you're trying to make them seem like the bad guy, the person defending their dog. No. Now, if it was somebody picking up a stray dog off the street, I'd let them do that because maybe they're going to give the dog a good home. I don't know. I don't know their motivations, and there's nothing I can do. But that's a stray dog off the street, probably ending up in a better situation. My cat, my pet, my items? No. And even then, there are some things where I wouldn't care if they took them or not. For example, let me see if I can find something in this room. I would not get the Switch thing. The thing you're supposed to use to hold the Switch. I don't use it, so if somebody took that, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't even be mad about it. Okay, that's one less thing I got to deal with if I ever move. Things like that. Because again, this is the other problem with that argument. It doesn't take into account the value of the pet or the item someone has. If somebody stole my Switch, I'd be pissed off, but not just because it's an expensive item. It's because I've made memories on that thing. I'm a sentimental person. Anything can be sentimental if I put enough time into it, okay? And my Switch is fucking sentimental, all right? People have to keep an eye on me so I don't become a hoarder, and I haven't, thankfully. But it is that you have to understand, you have to take into account the value. And with pets, the value is extraordinarily high to that person emotionally, as opposed to the stranger kidnapping them. So that is why I would shoot a person if they stole my cats, if I had a gun and the capability of killing. Bye!